our announcement that Honorable David Wyatt died.
Thank you. Please be seated. Come with me.
¿Alguien más le hace falta hablar con el fiscal? Todos han hablado, todas han hablado. Perfect. I couldn't come up with a better solution. That was awesome. Thank you. It's on. I can hear it from here.
All right, for the people that are on Zoom, please mute your devices. Yes, I'm getting feedback. Señora Sánchez, ¿hablas inglés?
No,
Ok, espera un momento.
ok.
All right, so
I'm right back, Your Honor. You need me on? You need me to get on? Zoom?
just a second. I'm getting way too much feedback. So this isn't going to work. I think we're going to have to put it in the Adams.
I wonder if you just mute it while.
How's that?
I'm still getting feedback.
Oh.
Every time I talk, it's coming through my computer and back to my computer.
Oh, yeah, so it's gonna feedback.
So I think we're going to have to just set it up in Adamsville to kill the repeating sound.
No, we can put it on the other side where they're not bugging you.
Okay.
Yeah, that way I can do the English speaking people. Let's do the Spanish like you were doing before. That way we don't have to trade the headphones or anything.
Sounds good. Thank you.
For the people on Zoom and in the courtroom, our recording device is down and our technicians haven't fixed it. So we're trying to use our YouTube recording service as an alternative to recording it on a regular recording device. You want to? Carmen, can you hear me through the device?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and just say hi. Or something.
Hi.
Okay, it's not too bad. All right, it's better. Oh, crap. I didn't think of that. Yeah, call him, let him know that, yeah, call Cole, let him know. All right, court's on the record, Commerce City Municipal Court in June 2021. For the people that are on Zoom, I'll call your case and everything should work normally. For the people that are in the courtroom, I'm going to be directing you to go to the back area. And we're actually going to be hearing by Zoom, even though you're here present in the courtroom.
Las personas que están presentes, por la situación que tenemos, aún que están presentes, cuando vean su nombre, necesitamos que vaya atrás aquí en esta oficina y todavía van a estar en la computadora para que se grabe aún que estemos aquí. ¿Sí me explico?
All right, Ms. Estevez, do you have a parent here too? Okay, does she need an interpreter? Okay. Each time I'm dismissing the case, they go to the witness lobby, dismissal, and then they're.
Vamos a necesitar el caso, entonces solo va a actuar lo que va a la izquierda y él también
Is she the only one on Zoom? Or are there people in the breakout room?
No.
Okay, Felix, let's do this one on Zoom. No, there's a bunch of people on there.
And then the interpreter and Paul and us. And that's it.
Okay, well, I'll call Isidro Sanchez to see if you could unmute your device.
I'm sorry, who we calling, Your Honor?
Isidro Sanchez.
Isidre Sánchez, si puedes quitar el mudo, por favor.
It's not popping up. Yeah, no, I found it. Good afternoon. Mr. Sanchez.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Good
A
afternoon.
document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge against you. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yo llevo un documento que dice que si se declara culpable y le podemos, manejando un vehículo defectuoso que es una fracción de 2 puntos, el fiscal desestimará el cargo original. Esta es el caso, señora.
Sí,
Yes.
Did you watch the Advisory Rights video?
¿Viste el video de aviso de derechos?
sí,
Yes.
You understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're renouncing all of the rights that you were given during that advisory.
Si entiendes que si acepto su declaración culpable, estás renunciando todos sus derechos que tienes en este caso.
sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
¿Alguien le ha forzado o coercido o hecho una coerción para declararse culpable contra su voluntad?
No,
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
¿Alguien ha hecho alguna promesa para entrar en esta declaración culpable?
no,
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
Actualmente está bajo la influencia de algún medicamento, drogas o alcohol que le pueda tratar lo que estás haciendo aquí en el tribunal hoy día.
no,
No.
Into the added charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on May 22nd, 2021 at 4:30 in the morning in the area of 77 and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. How do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Entonces, al cargo de manejar un vehículo defectuoso, que es una infracción de 2 puntos, el mayo 22 del 2021 aquí en Commerce City, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I will accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
¿Aceptará su declaración culpable? ¿Hay algo que usted le gustaría que yo tomaré en consideración antes de imponerle la condena?
Sí, ¿cuánto sería mi ticket o mi multa?
Yes. What is the fine? What will the fine be?
That's what I'm deciding now. Is there anything you want to tell me that I should take into consideration before I impose the fine?
Sí, claro, eso es lo que estoy decidiendo ahorita.
Ujú.
¿Hay algo que le gustaría que yo tomara en cuenta antes de imponerle la condena?
No.
No.
All right, your schedule fine is $160.
Su multa programada es $160.
Now you have
Okay.
a good driving record, so I'm going to reduce that to 80 plus surcharges and court costs.
Tienes un buen expediente de conducir, entonces se le voy a rebajar la multa a $80 más recargos y costos del
Gracias.
tribunal.
Gracias.
Thank you.
When you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to send you an email either today, tomorrow, or certainly by Friday, telling you the total that you owe.
Cuando salga de la reunión, mis actuarios le van a mandar un correo electrónico informándole cuánto va a ser la multa y si necesita hacer pagos. Esto va a venir más tarde, mañana, pero definitivamente llega el viernes.
Okay.
If you need to make a payment plan, ask my clerks and they can arrange that to you by that email.
Y luego, si necesitas hacer un plan de pagos, avísale a mis actuarios por el correo electrónico y ellos le pueden ayudar con eso.
Okay, gracias.
Do you have any
Okay, thank
questions?
¿Alguna pregunta, señora?
No, gracias.
Okay,
No
then
questions,
go
thank
ahead and
you.
leave the meeting.
Listo, muchas gracias. Se puede salir de la reunión.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
I think we do it with the other side muted until we need the English ones, and then we'll mute his side. Okay. Pablo Ronquillo. ¿Estás aquí? Si puedes ir allá atrás en la oficina con el interpreter. No, I want to want him on the same side. They can sit side by side. Just have him sit next to you there. There you go. Perfect. That'll work. I have a document that indicates that you're pleading guilty to the charge of driving without proof of insurance when required, a 4-point violation. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this charge?
Llevo un documento enfrente de mí que te quieres declarar culpable a manejando sin comprobante de seguro de automóvil que carga 4 puntos. Esta es la manera que le gustaría resolver el caso. ¿Declarándome culpable? To declare myself guilty?
Yes.
Sí. Yes. Hable más fuerte para que lo escuchen.
This offense occurred on April 11th of 2021 at 6:50 in the evening in the area of the 6600 block of East 56th Avenue here in Commerce City. Do you understand that?
Esto sucedió el abril 11 del 2021 alrededor de las 6:50 de la tarde, alrededor del bloque de 6600 de la Este 56 Avenida aquí en Commerce City. ¿Sí entiendes? Sí. Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
¿Viste el video de aviso de derechos? Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this charge, you are renouncing all of the rights that were provided to you in that video?
Sí, entiendes que si acepto su declaración culpable en este caso, estás renunciando a todos los derechos que has visto en ese video. Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
¿Alguien lo ha forzado, ha sido una coerción para forzarte de entrar a esta declaración culpable contra su voluntad?
No.
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
¿Alguien le ha hecho alguna promesa para que entre a esta declaración culpable?
No.
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
¿Estás actualmente bajo la influencia de alguna droga, alcohol o medicamento que pueda afectar su habilidad en entender qué es lo que haces hoy en el juzgado?
No.
No.
Then to the charge of driving without proof of insurance when required, a 4-point violation on April 11th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Entonces, en el cargo de manejar sin comprobante de seguro de automóvil, que es un cargo de 4 puntos aquí en Commerce City, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
Aceptará su declaración culpable. ¿Hay algo que le gustaría que yo tomara en cuenta antes de imponerle la condena?
No.
No.
Your driving record shows a ticket from August of last year in Adams County. Is that entry correct?
Su expediente de conducir demuestra que hay una infracción del año pasado en agosto en Adams County, ¿así es?
Sí.
Yes.
I'm imposing a fine against you of $120
Le voy a poner una multa de $120
plus surcharges plus court costs.
más recargos y costos del tribunal.
You need to understand that if you get caught driving without proof of insurance within the next 5 years, the mandatory minimum fine becomes $500.
Tienes que saber que si a usted le paran de nuevo y usted no anda seguro de automóvil entre estos 5 años, le tenemos que dar una multa mandatoria de $500.
Okay.
Okay.
If you get 2 more within the next 5 years, the mandatory minimum fine must be at least $1,000.
Si recibes 2 más en los siguientes 5 años, la multa mandatoria mínimo sería $1,000. Okay.
So be very careful from now on.
Mucho cuidado.
Do you have any questions?
¿Alguna pregunta para el juzgado? No.
If you'll go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they will tell you the total, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you.
Si va a la ventanilla aquí afuera, salir de las puertas a la izquierda, hable con mis actuarios, ellos te dan el total y si necesitas, ellos te arreglan un plan de pago.
Okay.
Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Tanya Thomas, if you would unmute your device, please.
Hi.
Good afternoon. All right, it looks like we've already set this matter over for a couple of pretrial conferences. And it looks like you have not been able to resolve this issue yet, but you're still working on it. I don't set things over more than a certain number of times. So,
They've already got payment this morning, so I'm working directly with Joy.
okay. Did you tell the prosecutor that? Did
The
you
guy
tell
that I
Mr.
spoke with prior,
Yeah, the gentleman that,
I did
Okay.
tell him.
because he indicated that you're still trying to work it out and that we need to set this case for trial.
Yeah, I was kind of baffled by that. I did tell him that it was paid and that I was working with Joy, so
Go ahead, Mr. Gahn.
Okay, so the last thing I got from tax people was this morning at 7:45 to 34. She may be working something out and maybe she made a payment today, but I don't have that information.
Okay, he's,
I'm perfectly fine
right, she's not able to hear you. Mr. Gallen has come into the courtroom and has indicated to me that the last report he has is from 7:45 this morning, and that they hadn't resolved issues. It may well be that you're working it out, but he doesn't have information if you didn't make the payment until this morning.
it's right here.
Well, right there doesn't help me because we're in court and you're on Zoom. I can't see, I mean, do you have a video capability? And that is a receipt for today?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really, did you pay 2,000, it looks like 2,000 something? Okay,
2,899.
That's the case, and let's just say for this.
all right. Mr. Gallen agrees then that we'll set this for another pretrial conference so he can get an updated report from our tax department. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
All right, we'll reset this for a pretrial conference. My clerks will reach out to you by email, letting you know the new date. Let's not wait until the day of the pretrial to try to resolve it. Let's have it done before so that when he gets the report, it's current, okay?
Sure.
All right, so you can go ahead and leave the meeting and my clerks will reach out to you by email for the new date, all right?
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. You can't do that from here?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do 3 English ones back there. So have Felix mute his if you can. Mr. Zarlengo, are you here for Samantha Bofill?
Yes, I am.
All right, court's on the record regarding EM 5056, Samantha Rose Bofill. I don't see Ms. Bofill present in the courtroom today. And I think she tried to connect by Zoom last week when we first called her case up. Later that day, I think she tried to connect, but she never was able to do so. Did you have any contact with her?
She called me, I think it would have been Tuesday, asking me what time her she left a message for me. I was not able to pick the call up, but asking what time her court appearance was that afternoon. I returned a phone call and left a message to her, but I have not personally spoken with her. I have had contact with her before. The phone number seems to be a functioning phone number, so I am a bit surprised that I've not heard more from her.
All right, well, I gave you a stay of execution on the warrant. I'm going to go ahead and have the warrant issued. Bond is set at the amount of $200 personal recognizance bond. All right, is there anything else to address on this case?
No, thank you.
Is this the only one you have?
That's all I have.
All
Thanks.
right, thank you. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. Samuel Pierce, if you would go into the office on that side, This side. Samuel Pierce.
So you can sit there. Please have a seat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierce. Are you able to hear me?
Okay.
Mr. Pierce, are you?
Go,
able
Your
to
Honor.
hear us?
Can you hear him?
All right, I have a document that alleges that on May 25th of 2021, at about 5:14 in the afternoon, in the area of the 17200 block of East 120th Avenue, that you engaged in careless driving, which is a 4-point violation, and driving without proof of insurance, which is also a 4-point violation. Do you understand what it is you're accused of doing?
Yes,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
you understand, yes. Tell him yes.
Okay, I don't know who that is that's telling you what to say, but unless you're his attorney, you can't tell defendants what to say. Mr. Pierce, are you able to understand me? Are you able to hear me?
It's not loud enough.
Levi?
You can't hear him?
No.
Okay.
He
Your Honor,
needs a
he's,
hearing device. We're going to pass Mr. Pierce's case for a moment. We're going to outfit him with a hearing device. So let's go ahead and have him step out. We'll do another one.
oh, we're gonna get a hearing device for you.
Oh, let's just wait. Have him stand. What the heck?
Sorry. Go sit.
He's in Adamsville on the right side.
You can sit down right here. You guys sit.
Where were they?
Are you guys together?
I drove him.
Okay, I'm
I'm
sorry.
his caregiver.
I'm making assumptions. My apologies.
That's all right.
We're gonna get him a hearing device so that we can
Okay.
hear.
It may not help because those, we're not using FTR, so those may not be wired in.
You know,
So frustrating.
Just turn that up.
well, the problem is the echo.
Well, let's see if either one of the listening devices helps him. What's that? Yeah, it's because FTR is not working, and that's what it's wired into. So maybe this other one she has. might work.
Stand by, Your Honor.
Okay,
Like 1, 2?
let me see if that helps. Does that help at all? Are you able to, is that able to help at all?
No, sir. It doesn't even, it's not recognizing it.
No, it's because it's tuned into our FTR, which isn't working.
Well, we're plugging into the laptop, but it's not communicating with the headset and the laptop.
Yeah, I don't expect it to.
Okay.
You would have to find that on the listening options on the laptop. There is a area on the left where the microphone is on the laptop, and it might be able to identify the device.
Stand by.
Now go ahead and plug it in.
Yeah, it's
And then-
plugged in.
Okay, then use the mouse to scroll down to where the speaker, the mute and unmute button is, and see if there's an option. It's like the 3 dots.
I
Click
see.
click that and see if it gives you options on microphones or hearing devices. Huh? Well, that one is working? Okay, Levi's got a device he's going to bring back there. Maybe it'll help.
Okay. Your Honor, can you say something?
Sure. Let me know, does it sound like it's amplifying at all?
we can hear it, but we can also hear us through the headset. Your Honor,
Okay.
if I can suggest just to have him use my headset for now, if you give me 2 seconds, I can set it up for you.
Sure, anything.
For sure. Stand by.
He tries the other one. Felix is going to give him his headset. Is that amplifying my voice at all, Felix? Okay. You're on mute.
Got it.
Okay, Mr. Pierce, are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Good. I apologize for the echo. I have a document that alleges that on May 25th of 2021, at about 5:15 in the afternoon, in the area of 17200 East 120th Avenue, here in Commerce City, it's alleged that you engaged in careless driving, which is a 4-point violation, and driving without proof of insurance, which is also a 4-point violation. Do you understand what it is you're accused of doing?
Yes.
The city attorney says you need some time to investigate the insurance issue before resolving this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to set a new court date. It's going to be in about 30 days. Get in touch with your insurance agent, get information that demonstrates whether or not you were insured on May 25th. Bring that back with you when you come back to court, and hopefully we'll resolve this case at your next appearance. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, if you'll go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they'll give you the notice of the new court date. While you're there, you may ask them for a copy of the accident report and other reports related to your case. That way you have them. Okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks. All right, Armando Teo, if you would go to that same spot where he was. And now I think we should be able to use just the regular computer. You're not on yet.
Good afternoon.
There you go. Okay, give me just 1 second. For some reason, they're not coming in. All right, there you are. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, a 3-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge from May 20th of 2021 at 11:56 in the morning in the area of 65th and Highway 85 here in Commerce City. Is this how you resolve this?
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving your right, all of the rights that you were advised of in that video?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, a 3-point violation on May 20th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Anything you want to tell me that I should take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
I just wanted to say that I was leaving a job interview at that point in time, and I was unemployed for some time. So if I could get some sort of leniency on my fine.
All right. Well, actually, what impresses me more of it is that it's been about 8 years since your last moving violation. All right. Your scheduled fine in this case is $120. I'm going to reduce your fine to $60 plus surcharges and court costs. When you go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they're going to tell you what the total is. If you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions?
None.
All right, go ahead and go to the windows. See my.
Thank you.
You think it's still too loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask him to. Felix, you want to lower the volume on that computer some more? Thank you. Roxanne Rivera, if you would go to the bullpen area. I know mine is. But it's this microphone. I don't know how to adjust this one. Remember, my laptop doesn't have a microphone. No, this is, I don't think. All right, good afternoon, Ms. Rivera. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a vehicle with a defective headlight, a 1-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the unsafe lane change charge from May 19th of 2021 at 6:15 in the afternoon in the area of 104th and Landmark Drive here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of the video?
Yes, I did.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of the rights that you were given on that advisement video?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, a vehicle with a defective headlight, a 1-point violation on May 19th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty. Give me just a moment. Were you driving a good-sized bus?
Yes, sir.
All right. There's obviously nothing in aggravation on your driving record. Your scheduled fine in this case is $160. I'm going to go ahead and lower your fine to $80 plus surcharges and court costs. When you go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they'll tell you the total of work out payment arrangements. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good to see my clerk.
Thank you.
Joseph Stump, if you'll go ahead and go to the back area. All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, this is a 3-point violation. The city attorney will dismiss both of the original charges against you from May 14th of 2021, about 5:15 in the afternoon, in the area of 111th and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve the case today?
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of Fate's video?
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving all of those rights that you were advised of?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of improper lane use, a 3-point violation from May 14th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
All right, your driving record shows a ticket from June of last year up in Platteville. Is that indeed correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, your scheduled fine's $200. I'm going to reduce your fine to $160 plus surcharges plus court costs. When you go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they will tell you the total. And if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and go to the windows, see my clerks. Aileen Mahoney, if you would go to the back office area there. And give me just a moment. All right, I have a document that alleges that on June 20th of 2021 at 2:53 in the morning, in the area of 10600 Kittredge Street here in Commerce City, it's alleged that you committed the offense of trespass. Do you understand what it is you're accused of doing?
Yes.
All right, the city attorney said that he reviewed the elements of the charge with you. In other words, he explained what he would have to prove for you to be found guilty of this offense. Did he go over those elements with you?
Sorry, I did not hear that, Your Honor.
Okay, I asked if he went over those elements with you, explained what he would have to prove for you to be found guilty of trespass.
Oh, yes, he did.
Okay. Let me ask, are you currently a member of or a veteran of the United States Armed Forces?
Sorry, I did not hear that as well.
Okay. Are you currently a member of or a veteran of the United States Armed Forces?
No.
Okay. Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes.
Okay. The city attorney says that you and he have worked out an agreement that we're going to set this for a new court date, and you could appear at the next court date by video if you want. But between now and then, if you complete 16 hours of use of public service, agreeing not to return to the property of 10600 Kittredge Street, and commit no new law violations, when you appear the next time, if everything's in order, I can dismiss this case.
She lives in Idaho, so.
That's fine.
She can do it there.
She can. Is this how you wish to resolve your case?
Yes.
All right. When you go to the windows in the lobby to see my clerks, they're going to give you the notices of the court. They'll explain how to connect by Zoom. They're going to give you the form that we use for community service. You can do the community service anywhere. It can be done in Idaho. The only requirement that I make is that the place that you pick to do the community service must be a legitimate nonprofit agency. I won't accept it if you simply do free work for friends, neighbors, relatives, or for a for-profit business. Make sure the place you pick is a legitimate nonprofit. Churches, schools, Salvation Army, food banks, Meals on Wheels, animal shelter, anything. Just make sure it's a legitimate nonprofit agency. Do the community service, have them fill out the form. It's your responsibility to make sure that the form is returned by the next court date. If you appear and everything's in order, I'll dismiss the case. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
Okay, go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerk.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's go ahead and put that device on mute. And then I'll be calling the other people in. Cindy Escobar, ¿dónde estás? El fiscal está retirando este caso completamente. Si vas a la ventanilla que está en el consejo de ayudantes, te van a dar una noticia que este caso está retirado. Y ya cuando consigas ese papel, puedes ir. ¿Tres preguntas? Ok, puedes pasar ahí a la ventanilla que está en el consejo. For the record, I advise the defendant that the city attorney is agreeing to dismiss this case. If there's nothing further to be addressed in this case, I invited her to go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks who would provide her with a copy of the order of dismissal. Once she received that copy, she would be free to leave. I asked her if she had any questions. She said no. I invited her to go to the windows in the lobby, see my clerk. Did you mute the computer in there? Oh, it must be coming off of yours, although, no, yours is muted as well. I don't know. Mine doesn't pick up. I don't have a microphone on my computer, Carlos. Oh, I'm able to control my volume. Oh. But, you know, that doesn't.
You're on 52.
I'm sorry?
It says you're halfway, you're 52. If you lowered it just a little bit, it might be. There you go. Maybe it'll be less.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't have a microphone.
No, I know that.
Through there.
But I think it's because you have the volume so loud.
Uh-huh.
It might have been.
Abel Zavaleta, si puedes pasar ahí atrás. No, it's coming from something else. It's not coming from mine.
Turn your mic off.
Okay. Made a difference.
I mean, think about that. That's why it was at the time.
Right. Oh, wait. It's running.
Well, they're doing stuff. There's a guy back there, so you probably might not want to mess with it because there's a guy sitting in that room.
Yeah, no, it says that it's running. It looks like it's on current time. Tell Adam, because we were going to postpone the trial.
Well, I don't know if it is because there's a guy sitting in there doing stuff.
Right, but if it's working, we don't have to postpone the trial.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get this to the window and then I'll do it back.
Mr. Garland, can you step into the courtroom? Adam?
That we have next is the
I have nothing but Spanish left, and I want to be able to get rid of them, but I don't want to postpone the trial if we're going to be able to do the trial.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go check with them first to make sure. we can-
All right, I'll do this one, but let's find out, because I'm sure Adam's on the phone with Mr. Colt right now, who would be on his way right now. Okay, Leonor Rodriguez, ¿dónde estás? Okay, Miguel, can you come help? She's not going to have to go backwards. Go stand next to her and translate simultaneously. Good afternoon. Okay, I have a document that alleges that on May 12th of 2021, that you violated the city ordinance regarding mistreatment or neglect of an animal. The city attorney is asking to postpone this so that everyone can get copies of the reports before resolving this case. Do you agree to reschedule this case for the date so that everyone can get copies of those reports? All right, if you'll go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerk, we'll give you the notice of the court date, okay? And in the back, I should have.
Correct, Your Honor. We're here.
All right, give me just a moment.
Un momento, por favor.
All right, I have a document that indicates that if Mr. Zavaleta pleads guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, on March 30th of 2021, at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the area of 61st and Highway 85 here in Commerce City, the city attorney will dismiss both of the original charges against him. Is this how Mr. Zavaleta wishes to resolve his case today?
Llevo un documento enfrente a mí que dice que si se declara culpable en manejando un vehículo defectuoso que carga 2 puntos en el 30 de marzo del 2021 alrededor de las 5 de la tarde por la 61 y la Highway 85, el fiscal desestimará o quitará los 2 cargos originales. Esta es la manera que le gustaría resolver el caso hoy, señor. Yeah, that.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
¿Viste el video de aviso de derechos? Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're renouncing all of the rights that you were advised of?
Sí, entiendes que si yo acepto su declaración culpable en este caso, estás renunciando todos sus derechos que viste en el video. Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
¿Alguien lo ha forzado o hecho una coerción para forzarte en entrar en esta declaración culpable contra su voluntad? No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
¿Alguien le ha hecho alguna promesa para entrar en esta declaración culpable? No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
Actualmente estás bajo la influencia de drogas, alcohol o algún medicamento que puede afectar su habilidad en entender qué es lo que haces hoy en el tribunal. No.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle on March 30th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Entonces, en el cargo de manejar un vehículo defectuoso el 30 de marzo 2021 aquí en Commerce City, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
Aceptará su declaración culpable. ¿Hay algo que a usted le gustaría que yo tomara en cuenta antes de imponerle la condena? No.
All right. I'll accept your guilty plea. Your schedule fine's $80. I'm gonna reduce your fine to $40 because of your good driving record, plus court costs.
Bueno, entonces su multa programada sería $80 y se la vamos a rebajar a $40 por su expediente o historial bueno de conducir, más los costos del tribunal y recargos. All right.
If you go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they'll tell you the total and work out payment arrangements.
Si va a la ventanilla aquí afuera a la sala de espera, habla con los actuarios y ellos le van a dar el total, y si necesitas arreglar el plan de pago, ellos te ayudan.
Ok, perfecto.
Ok, perfecto. Dale. Es aquí en esta ventanilla, a estas puertas, a la izquierda y a la izquierda de nuevo. Ándale, suerte, caballero.
Okay. Nereida Hernández León. ¿Se puede pasar por acá atrás? I have a document that indicates that you're pleading guilty to committing the offense of permitting an animal to run at large on May 23rd of 2021 at about 11 o'clock in the morning in the area of 6220 East 66th Avenue here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today by pleading guilty to this charge?
Llevo un documento enfrente de mí que dice que se quiere declarar culpable a la infracción de permitir que un animal esté suelto el 23 de mayo 2021 alrededor de las 11 de la mañana en la 6220 de la East 66 Avenida aquí en Commerce City. Esta es la manera que le gustaría resolver el caso, señora. Hable más fuerte.
Sí.
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
¿Viste el video de aviso de derechos? Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this charge, you're renouncing the rights that you were advised of in that video?
Sí, sabes que si acepto su declaración culpable, en este caso estarás renunciando a tus derechos que vistes y hablaron en el video.
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
¿Alguien le ha hecho una coerción o lo ha forzado de entrar en esta declaración culpable contra su voluntad? No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
¿Alguien le ha hecho alguna promesa para entrar en esta declaración culpable? No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
¿Estás bajo la influencia actualmente, bajo la influencia de alguna droga, medicamento o alcohol que pueda afectar su habilidad en entender qué es lo que haces en el tribunal hoy día? No.
Then I will accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
¿Aceptará su declaración culpable? ¿Hay algo que le gustaría que yo tomaré en cuenta antes de imponerle la condena?
No.
No.
You know how the dog got out?
Your Honor, the interpreter needs a repetition.
Do you know how the dog got out?
¿Sabes cómo salió el perro?
Sí, ahorita yo estoy en un caso de separación con mi pareja y en ese...
Si hablas un poco más alto, yo te voy a poder entender.
Si hablas más alto, él te puede entender y no le tengo que hacer la interpretación. Hable más alto.
Ahorita estoy en un caso de separación con mi pareja y ese día fue a recoger a mis niños y me descuidé, la puerta de la cocina quedó abierta y se salió por la yarda, yo pienso, un descuido.
Did you get that, Your Honor?
Yes, I did. All right, thank you. Yo tengo, I have to, well, you know, I'm imposing a $40 fine plus surcharges and court costs.
Le voy a imponer una multa de $40 más costos del tribunal y recargos.
You need to be
Okay,
careful to not let the dog out again in the future, because if you do, the fine goes up higher the next time.
Tienes que tener cuidado en un futuro de no dejar soltar el perro afuera, porque si no, si vuelves, la multa sería más alto.
Está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead and go to the windows, see my clerks.
La ventanilla aquí afuera, izquierda y izquierda, a ver los actuarios y ellos te arreglan cómo pagar la multa.
Okay, está bien.
Okay.
¿Cierto?
Sí, es todo.
Gracias.
Thank you.
So you're saying the FTR is working?
No, I have no idea if it is.
Adam said that it was working.
No, he said if it is working.
All right, I'll do this last one this way. I think it's the last one. Adriana Villagrana Pacias, si puedes.
Aquí, señora.
Did you
No
talk
se
to
quiere
this
oír.
lady? Even though our microphones are on mute, it looks like it's running.
Cuando
So
hable como si él, para que él le escuche, porque lo estamos grabando. Okay.
give me just a minute while I pull up her case.
Un momento mientras busco el caso.
Okay. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the charge of driving without proof of insurance when required on April 26th of 2021 at about 8:30 in the evening in the area of 72nd and Mill Road here in Commerce City, the city attorney will dismiss the speeding charge against you. This is a 4-point offense. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Llevo un documento que dice que si se declara culpable en manejando sin comprobante de seguro de automóvil, que es obligatorio, el 24 de abril del 2021, alrededor de las 8:30 de la noche, en la 72 y la Mill Road, aquí en Commerce City, él desesmitará el cargo de ir de alta velocidad de 4 puntos. ¿Esta es la manera que le gustaría resolver el caso?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
¿Viste el video de aviso de derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this charge, you're renouncing all of the rights that you watched on that video?
Si entiendes que si acepto su declaración culpable en este cargo, estás renunciando todos sus derechos que vistes en el video. Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this charge against your will?
¿Alguien lo ha hecho una coerción o lo ha forzado para entrar a esta declaración culpable?
No.
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
¿Alguna persona le ha hecho alguna promesa para que entre en esta declaración culpable?
No.
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
Actualmente estás bajo la influencia de alguna droga, alcohol o medicamento que pudiera afectar su habilidad en entender qué es lo que haces hoy en el tribunal.
No.
No.
Then to the charge of driving without proof of insurance, a 4-point violation on April 26th of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Entonces, en el cargo de manejar sin comprobante de seguro de automóvil obligatorio el 24 de abril 2021 aquí en Commerce City, que es una infracción de 4 puntos, ¿cómo se declara? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
Aceptará su declaración culpable. ¿Hay algo que le gustaría que yo tomaré en cuenta antes de ponerle la condena?
Sí, bueno, sí,
Hable fuerte para que le escuche, le
sí,
entiende.
me disculpo por venir un poco alta de la velocidad y también por no ser tan responsable y poner correctos mis papeles de mi aseguranza. Es porque yo venía de una cita, tuve una lesión en mi trabajo y me sacaron, injustamente me cerraron el caso de una lesión que tuve en mi trabajo y venía triste y venía enojada, pero tal vez eso no es una excusa. Y es lo que quisiera decir, porque fue que venía manejando así y estaba distraída en no poner mis papeles al corriente en mi vehículo.
Your Honor, did you get that?
Yes. Did you, I understand you didn't have the proof with you, but did you have insurance on your car in April?
Entiendo que no tuviste comprobante de seguro contigo, pero en abril cuando le pararon, sí tuviste seguro de su auto.
Sí.
Yes.
If you brought in proof of that, that charge automatically gets dismissed.
Pero si usted trae comprobante de seguro que tuviste seguro en el auto durante esta fecha, automáticamente esto se puede desestimar, disculpa.
Okay.
Do you want me to set the case over for a new date to give you an opportunity to bring in that proof?
¿Quieres que fechemos otro día para que vuelvas a traer ese comprobante para comprobar que sí tuviste seguro de auto durante esta fecha cuando le pararon?
Si usted lo considera que es mejor, yo hago lo que usted me diga, pero sí estoy pagando mi aseguranza mes por mes, solo que no tenía el papel adecuado se me venció el papel que tenía y no puse el nuevo en la troca, es todo.
Yeah, if you feel
I got all of that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Look, you need to get a letter from your insurance agent showing that you had insurance on this vehicle on April 26th and bring it back with you. We're going to give you a new court date to give you the opportunity to do that.
Bueno, lo que necesitamos es una carta de compañía de seguro de automóviles, comprobando que usted sí tuviste seguro de automóvil durante esta fecha y traerlo de nuevo al tribunal.
El día 26 de abril es la fecha importante.
La fecha importante es el 26 de abril del 2021.
Perfecto.
And it's for the 2003 Ford F-150.
Y es para el Ford F-150 del 2003. Perfect.
Okay, when you go to the windows, my clerks are going to give you the notice of the new court date. That charge is more serious than the speeding charge.
Listo, cuando vayas a la ventanilla, mis actuarios le van a dar la nueva fecha de tribunal, pero este cargo es más serio que los cargos de ir de alta velocidad.
Muy bien.
Very good.
So get the proof, bring that back with you, and we'll see if we can resolve something better for you the next appearance date.
Entonces traiga el comprobante contigo a la siguiente fecha al tribunal y a ver si podemos arreglar algo mejor para ti.
Muchas gracias, se lo agradezco mucho.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Okay, go to the window, see my clerk.
Listo. Vaya a la ventanilla. Thank you.
Sí, por aquí, ¿verdad? Sí. Gracias.
She just didn't have it. Felix, can you mute that device? And Carmen already has the other one muted. I'm going to test the FTR. Well, no, she's already muted the other one. Oh, looks like they're both muted. So we should be good. Let me see what happens here. All right. Court's on the record, Commerce City Municipal Court, June 23rd, 2021, back on FTR. And it looks like it's running, and it looks like it's got the correct time.
Should I shut it down?
Yes, thank you.